What's happening? Beaver Fleming here. Happy Motivational Tuesday. Sorry I'm a day late on this video, but it's like almost 4 a.m. out here. I'm a little jet lagged. I was traveling all day coming back from Europe. Had to get this done because I had some really cool thoughts on the plan of what I wanted to put together for you guys, and now jet lag, woke up early, so I could either be still struggling trying to sleep or get something done. So I'm doing this for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. What I was really thinking on this Motivational Tuesday is going to be on defying your limits. And I think we're always, I know at least I am, so intrigued by people that have pushed beyond and defied the limits of obviously action sports, but also anything in life. I think it's incredible when people go out there and everything's telling them it's not possible. They're willing to go for it and make something possible and prove that anything is possible, not accepting the limitations that are out there. I think a lot of people are inspired by those people that have defied the limits, but that kind of can limit ourselves because we're like, oh, we'll never be there, because we paint this picture of them in our head and what they have to be, and we don't always live up to those expectations that we make up in our head. And I think a lot of times we limit ourselves, and so that's what I want to kind of break through the barrier of that. Stop limiting ourselves, because I know in my life I've limited myself a lot of times, and I'm realizing that looking back now, and I could use it and be like, dang, I limited myself, I wasted my time. But no, it's made me hungrier than ever to not limit myself anymore and push beyond, to know that I can defy the limits that I have now. And they're not necessarily limits anymore, they're kind of goals now, and I think that's the way to turn it into. Don't let yourself have limits, because if you have a ceiling, you're never going to break through it out of that. You're always going to be like, the level's going to be here and you're not going to be able to push past that. So I think the key here is to not set limits, but to set goals. And goal setting is really, I think, I do it all the time because I think it's something tangible that you can see breakthrough in. It's hard. We always say, oh man, I want to be up here, but we got to set the little goals that reach us up there, and it's all about climbing the ladder. And I think that's the key to all the Motivational Monday videos I've talked about, is just striving for greatness daily. Just striving for something daily to bettering yourselves every single day. And it's not just on a Monday, you know. I want you to take these videos and use them in every single day. That's why it's kind of cool. Maybe this happened for a reason that we're here on a Tuesday talking about it. But ultimately, I think when we set the limits on ourselves, we break ourselves down, and then we start settling for something that we were never meant to be settling for. I think we're all called to so much more, and we have so much more capability than we even realize. I know I do, and seeing the fruit of that is what inspires me to go out there every day and be like, okay, well, what more can I do now? The limit is gone. I've removed the limit off my life, and I want to help you guys remove your limit as well. We all have something incredible we can offer to this world, but if we're setting limits on ourselves or telling ourselves we're too old, we're too young, we're too, you know, it's too late, I missed my chance, I'm not good enough, like, saying things like that and bringing ourselves down to that point, it goes back to that great saying, whether you think you can or can't, you're right. Believe and know that you can do something and you'll be able to make it happen. Even if you aren't able to see it in the physical realm right now, you're speaking it into it. That way at one point you'll know that it is going to be able to come to fruition. You have to speak it and believe it, that way you can see it in your life, and that way you're driving for it every single day. You know, you're developing yourself in a way that you're able to go, okay, this is what I want to achieve. I know that I'm not sure if I can completely achieve it right now, but I know that one day I'll be able to. You're taking the limit off and setting a goal higher than your standard limit. The standard limit could be right here, but you're like, you know what, I want to do something beyond that. So you break that one limit and you set a goal there, and then you just see everything opens up and you see life in, I think, a whole new way. And I really do now, and just seeing that truly endless possibilities that we have in this life, and I just want to capitalize on every single second of that. That's where kind of my mindset and motivation is, that makes me wake up with a fire in my heart every single day to just be like, alright, you know what, game on, what can we do today that I didn't do yesterday or I didn't do 5 years ago? There's so much opportunity nowadays, I think, and with social media we have all the opportunity in the world to really defy the limits and be encouraged by people who are defying the limits. We get inspired by these people, but we don't always necessarily feel like we can do that ourselves. But the truth of the matter is, every single person is capable of doing it. There's not a human being on this planet that is made of something different than you or I. Therefore, we have the capability of doing anything. It's all about just removing the limits that we make up in our mind, telling us that we're too old, we're too young, we're inadequate, we're not good enough, I'm too short, I'm too tall, things like that. We can sit there and make excuses all day long, or we can hustle ourselves and get something incredible done, making the most of every opportunity, striving toward what that limitation was. That way we're breaking through it into something even greater than we could have ever imagined for ourselves. That's the goal here. Break the limitation and strive for it. Make the goal. Not worry about what other people are saying, what other people are thinking, what your thoughts are in your head telling you and doubting you. Breaking off fear and opening your eyes to the true lie of what fear is, and not worrying about that either. Because I think we build fear so much up in our heads that fear is honestly irrelevant. And if we can push past that and realize the truth that fear is a lie, then we're going to be able to accomplish so much more, and that's what will help break our limits off too. A lot of people are limited by fear, and we just have to break that and look fear straight in the eye and tell it what it is, and just tell it to get out of there, because it has no rule over your life. If fear is controlling your life, then you're not in control, and you have the opportunity to make what you want exist. And so I encourage you guys, go out there, dream for something big, go for something epic, and break that limitation that's telling you you can't do it. You can do anything. Honestly, I think every single person is capable of so much more than we set our mindsets up to. I know I am, and that's where I want to optimize on every single opportunity that's placed in front of me now. Never giving up. Find out what your limitation is, make it a goal, and then break that thing. That way you're opened up to so many different levels of opportunity that you never even thought possible in your own head. Have an epic week. It's going to be amazing. Send this video to someone that needs a little encouragement of breaking a limit they've set on themselves. So this week, I really want to encourage you guys, send me a video of you yourself breaking your own limitation, whatever it is. Send me a video, drop me a comment, whatever you got to do. But just let me know how you broke off a limitation, turned it into a goal, and smashed that thing, and now you're striving for something even greater. You!